Kia, what's good? Salute. Peace and family. What's happening? First and foremost, before I forget, the family that's in Florida, namely Miami area, I got something popping up on the 24th. That's tomorrow. So hit me on an inbox. It's going to be a private situation. It's a pop-up. I'm doing a lecture. I'm live streaming an online webinar with Brother Ross Ben and Illuminati Congo. But I'm opening it up to 50 people, or maybe 44 people, to be there in person and whatnot. So, just hit me in the inbox. You know what I'm talking about? And if you're not from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Florida area, and you know somebody that taps in with the pillars and whatnot, be a good friend today and hit them on the inbox and let them know that I'm in town, and let them know to hit me up. We want to keep a lot of the things that we're doing in the near future very exclusive. I'm not available to be around everybody. I'm not making myself available. I'm not going to, just be out there like that. So, when we do pop up and we got things that we're doing, I will invite those who are, really qualified to pull up. Like at this point, you feel me? We got a lot of things going on. Yesterday we rolled out the commercial for the Metaverse, making it official. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with the rollout of NFT platforms, if you're familiar with the rollout of a whole new blockchain, if you're familiar with the rollout of cryptocurrency, but it's a process and it takes time, and we are in the process of building right now. I have a powerful team. Shout out to my team. We haven't given the team a name yet, you know what I mean? But the team nonetheless is they're worth their weight in gold. Shout out to all of my family out there, all of the team. You can find us on Discord. We renamed the Discord from Know the Ledger to Metaverse. So the link is in the bio. Anybody that wants to pull up in the Discord. To be honest with you, I haven't really been on Instagram because, like Mark Zuckerberg, he's actually helping my movement and whatnot. I have to send him a face roller when shit pops off, because he's definitely helped me with the shadow ban, because he forced me to go to other outlets and basically build my network up outside of Instagram. You know what I mean? And there's people that are horrified at the thought of that, because Instagram is their lifeline. However, like I always state to the family, I'm not tethered to any of these platforms. I don't do business with YouTube. I don't, they don't break no bread with me. I've never got a check from them. I've never really got a check from Instagram. So there's no business relationship. All I do is feed them niggas data, and they don't, there's no reciprocation though. What time is the lecture? 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern time. We want to get the people in and out. You know what I'm talking about? We have a lot of stuff that we want to talk about that we have come across after the gym show in Arizona. That's why I let it marinate for about 20 days, because there's a lot of context that people made. There's a lot of connections that people have made. There's a lot of leeway that my good brothers, both Ross Ben, Illuminati Congo, me and my brother Blue, we've been making a lot of moves and whatnot based off of that show. That show, the gym show in Tucson, Arizona, I could honestly say that it helped to shift our paradigm. You're a Web3 developer, smart contract engineer. Yeah, why don't you pull up to the Discord and join the team? You know what I mean? I am currently, open. We have an open, we don't have a registration to whereas you could just sign up and put all your information out there, but the team is still open, meaning that I haven't found everybody that I need as of yet. So we're still vetting, and we're still, making the call out there for brothers such as yourself, Web3 developers, virtual reality. We need coders, we need hackers, white and black hats. God damn it, you know what I'm talking about? We need devs. We need people that are willing to work and work good on a team. All right. Peace, Kia. How you doing? We need team players. You know what I mean? Y'all saw the Super Bowl, or maybe you checked out All-Star Weekend. I didn't really see either or. However, what those two things exemplify is the power of teamwork. And if you don't gotta be into sports, that be some of the reasons that we see some of the dysfunction in communities. Community at all. You know, I feel that me and that brother's fingerprints are on the conscious community. We can't throw anything away because I would never turn my back on my community. However, we have to expand ourselves and we have to reach into other quote unquote sectors. So we are not going to be defined and confined by just the parameters of the conscious community. We are going to be within the parameters of more than just the conscious community. So now we're going to be rolling out the creator community. So stay tuned for that. You know what I'm talking about? Stay tuned for that. You know, the energy of Pluto return, the energy of 2222. The energy that I saw last night at the Kanye show, right? This is how look how the ancestors work. Sister Myra, right? Shout out to Sister Myra. Sister Myra is an alumni from Know the Ledge Radio. She's a veteran from KTL days, 2012, 2013. We was doing Super Bowl shows with her. She's the truth out of the Carolinas. Straight Geechee energy, right? She was on Black Magic 363 last night, dropping atom bombs on what the 222 thing is about, right? I heard a lot of stuff, but what I really picked up on was she said that the age of logic, right? The age of logic, where we use our logical brain and we want to make sense of everything, that age is gone, right? We're not in that age right now. We're in the age where mama, the energy of the great, the divine feminine and things of that nature, with symbolism, right? Symbolism, where you have to be symbol literate. What do you mean, Red Pill? What I mean is symbol literacy entails that you are able to lift the veil and see things for not what you think they are, but for what it is that they're communicating. Because the great divine speaks through signs. The great divine is not necessarily going to whisper in your ear or put something in your lap. The great divine is speaking through symbols. The great divine is speaking through artists and their artistry. The great divine is speaking through media. The great divine is speaking through sports. The great divine is speaking through all places where we put our attention to. So right after the Sister Myra show, me and the God Jefferson, right? Shout out to Jefferson. Shout out to athletics, the illest conscious, quote unquote, athletic line, you know, sportswear line. One of the first athleisure lines out here, and one of the illest. Make sure y'all support the God. So I heard that they were showing the Kanye thing at the IMAX theater, right, in Atlanta, right? So I was like, yo, let's get a ticket, right? And then it was sold out. So I was like, you know what? I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm talking about? Most importantly, Flatbush. And our motto is, you can't sell out anything until we get there. There's no such thing as selling out, because there's always a seat for the gods, right? I utilize that mentality to get myself into summer jams. I use that to get me into the Super Bowl in Tampa, Florida. I walked right in. I got into Jay-Z concerts. Jay-Z at the Apollo. Jay-Z at Manhattan Center. I never really bought a ticket ever before, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, so I'm like, fuck that. We finna walk up in this bitch, because he was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but it was like 10 o'clock, and this nigga still didn't start. So if I know anything about bougie niggas in Atlanta, I know that motherfuckers is not going to be sitting around that long. So I was like, there's some empty seats. So make a long story short, man walked right in there, right? It took us about 15 minutes, but we was able to work our magic. You know what I'm talking about? And the shit that I saw Kanye displaying, because we was able to see him on a big IMAX screen with surround sound in a packed venue where people was like standing up and shit. And he had a house on fire. There was a church. right? He had a house on fire. There was the church. He had that all black on. He had the motherfucking eclipse popping. He had Pluto going crazy, right? He was invoking the energy of Pablo Blue Pill, like the symbol literacy, sands where he puts his penis, because y'all niggas is too concerned with where man puts his phallus, and that's whatever. For the men that are out there, not the women. I understand your angst and whatnot. I feel your pain. But for you niggas, you need to really do a ashe and check yourself on this grand route. Stop worrying about when niggas is launching their missiles. How about that? You know what I mean? But anyway, sans the judgment that we put on these entertainers, these performers, these figures, your family members. I'm not in London, no, but Fire Bun the Queen, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Fire Bun, you know, I'm talking about Pluto, right? In a minute. What I'm saying is that outside of the judgment that we give people, right? Because, yes, I did a human design reading a few days ago, and one of my superpowers is judgment. I'm the red pill. I will put you on trial. You know what I'm talking about? I'm the judge and the jury, and I happen to be the executioner when nobody's looking. But I'm not here to judge. I'm here to smudge, and I'm here to basically pick up on the symbols that people are displaying. Because when you judge and when you put your feelings and your emotions and other things in front of what it is that you have to see, you can't see it. You can't hear it. You will not receive it the right way. I promise you. Don't take my word for it. Just keep doing the shit that you do. And then things are going to walk right by you because you're judging them. And you're judging them from a lens that might not be that clear. Remember, we are in new and different times. We are not in the same times. If everybody keep doing these candle burning rituals, you doing your affirmations, your ashes, you sun gazing, what the fuck do you think all of these lineups entail? What did you think 222 was? 22222. That was the book ending of a whole fucking clip, my nigga, of a whole movie clip, of a Baktoon. We are currently in a new era, or a new epoch, or a new age, or a new page starting today, right? The reason the Pluto return hit, and even if the queen is not dead, the fact that news got out there, that's all we need. It's about the symbology. I don't give a fuck about what you niggas are talking about logically, because that doesn't even matter anymore. We are out here cooking with our chaos magic. We out here cooking with meme magic. We out here cooking we spirit cooking on higher levels by utilizing symbology. Get with it, my niggas. You're making this shit more difficult than what it needs to be. The universe is acquiescing to the motherfucking demands of the ones whose time it is. Do you honestly think, could you fucking sit back and, hit your, you know what I mean? I don't know if you got to take a deep breath or whatnot. I don't know if you hitting the Zaza or rapper weed. But do you really think that this shit is turning into the favors of our natural ops, my nigga? Is that what you're seeing? Is that what's being shown to you? Is that what's on your cable provider? Because that's not what I see. That is not what I don't see none of that. I don't see no signs of it. I don't see no remnants of it. I don't see no blues clues of that shit. That's not what the fuck I see. What I see is this bitch is upside down on its head and is falling to pieces every single minute. There is a shift taking place that if you are not grounded in your foundation, you might shift with it. You understand that the people that you call your family members and your loved ones and your homies and whatnot, they are fickle. They don't have foundation, right? They're not solid in their foundation because they standing on a house of cards and a bed of lies. So wherever the wind blows, that's the direction that these niggas is moving in. Let me put my Cash App out here because, This is a sermon, my niggas. How about that? This is socketry pocketry right now, because that's also the era that we in. We in the era of socket to my pocket. You know what I'm talking about? Let me pin this shit. You know what I mean? What I see, because it's time to give thanks where thanks is due. Right? I mean, because like I said, the bookend happened yesterday, so my thing is just run the motherfucking receipts. You know, at the end of a sale, they start running up the register. Let's go. Anyway, what I see is that there's been a lot of work put in by the light workers, by the people who told you to hold the motherfucking line, by the motherfuckers that didn't fold when our quote-unquote entertainers, here goes my judgment, I'm in my judgment bag, when the entertainers and the motherfucking celebrities told you niggas to go get jabbed up, put you niggas on the train to Auschwitz, right? Lined you up, told you to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala the cat, right? They told you that. I remember, you know, I'm talking about, you niggas said you was Black Lives Matter, wearing those t-shirts, talking about you can't breathe. Now nobody could breathe. You wearing face diapers and whatnot. You did that. That was all your work. That's your magic. That's your chaos magic. They turned your wand on you. They turned your wand on you. Thank you for the 3 people that sent the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. I'll even give you a shout out later. You know what I mean? They turned your wands on you and you put the spell on yourself. All of this shit is self-inflicted. They told us to stop watching the TV. Our people, like I said, are fickle and they blow anywhere that the wind blows them. So Don Lemon is blowing people in the wind. Rachel Maddow, what's her name? Joy Reid and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Doctor, you know his name. Bill, you know his name. You know, all of these people are blowing people in the wind. The WHO, the CDC, where the people were not grounded, so they became too fickle. And that's another thing. When you niggas don't hit the gym and your temple is not strong and you're not in warrior mode, you're going to be fickle too. You're going to be blown in the wind. You niggas need to do some leg. Don't skip leg day and don't skip back day. We need to get our Dejed pillar, which is our back strong, and we need to get our motherfucking legs strong. We need to get our legs grounded. We need to be grounded, because if not, you will be blown into the motherfucking wind. And the people are fickle. They'll switch up on you when you catch a case like Ripple. That's a bar, but I feel like, you know, I'm in my flow state right now. Yeah. We don't need nobody to be fickle around us anymore. And like I said on the live yesterday, what has been proven is that when a population of conscious people who consider themselves conscious, when you got tested, a lot of you passed the test because you didn't go for the okie doke. You niggas got one shot, and that's cool. Even for the niggas that got one shot, Shay, salute to you. You didn't get 3 of them in the booster. Only booster we acknowledge is Boost and Kev and a few other lowlifes from Brooklyn. Other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to y'all. Even if you got the one shot, I'm still not going to throw you under the motherfucking short bus, because you still held the line. You know what I mean? You did the okie doke. You was like, I go, and then it was a bait and switch. So you could be invited to the fucking to the raw food party too. You just gotta wait in the gazebo. You know what I'm talking about? But for those who really held the line and didn't give your children up to the beast and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about? You will be rewarded. Affirm that every morning in your I ams. I am healthy. I am wealthy, because the health is the wealth. Stop playing with me. You think it's the crypto, but it's not. It's the crystal. It's the body. It's your temple, your non-fungible temple. It's not anything outside of yourself. I saw a live yesterday from a sister. Shout out to her. I forgot her name. I believe she's down with the Sankofa house. She said, she talked about independence, because this was the anniversary of the first Pluto return, was the independence of the Declaration of Independence of America. But what she was talking about is the independence, depending on your inner self, depending on your inner you. The clip is in my stories. You'll see it. Inner independence. being dependent on nothing but you and what the fuck is inside of you, not outside of yourself. You. That's what we got to focus on. And for the people who are passing their tests, you need to pat your fucking self on the back. Let's have a mass hugging event where we just come together and start hugging each other because, you know, on crib, you know what I mean? Fit nifty, because y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve that. Chocolate big bookies. You know what I'm talking about? Camilla, what's the sister's name so I could let the people know about her? You know what I mean? On crib. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all deserve to be rewarded. You will be rewarded in your spiritual bank account. Do not ever forsake the spiritual bank account for the motherfucking fiat or the crypto. Stop getting tricked out of your inheritance. Stop getting tricked out of your birthright. The sister's name is Queen Yin. Go and check her out, y'all. Follow her. Also follow Camilla. Check her, you know what I mean? Tap in to these sisters, to these oracles, to these goddesses who are on the frequency, because they have the information that you need. So let me just share this, that when you forsake the real wealth for the trick bag, right? You are going to be searching. You're going to be spinning your wheels. You're going to be on a hamster wheel because you're chasing the wrong type of wealth and you're chasing the wrong type of quote unquote current, right? The real current and the real wealth starts with the people first. The residuals of that is what we call the quote unquote bag or the fiat or these fucking pieces of dead presidents that these niggas are telling you to risk it all to chase. While your relationships are in the toilet, while your motherfucking your friendships are suffering and whatnot, while the real currency is drying up, while your heart is heavy and your motherfucking health and you have pre-existing conditions talking about you balling and whatnot. No, you're not. You know what I'm talking about? No, you're not. And just because you eat quote unquote green beans and whatnot, that doesn't even say that you are quote unquote, that's not your bill of health. That's not your bill of health. It's a all around, it's a homeostasis, my friend. It's a homeostasis. It's an all around holistic approach. You know what I mean? Your thoughts need to be plant-based and healthy. The things that you listen to, you know what I'm talking about? That needs to be healthy. You know, your relationships with others should be healthy and things of that nature. You know, so we're looking for that all around wealth. And I promise you, if nothing, 2020 up into 2022 has showed us beyond reasonable doubt what this shit really is about. It's about having your immune system on fleek. It's about having a support system, right? Because for those of us that had no support system and have compromised immune systems, you were having the worst week ever, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You felt the brunt of this shit because it was whooping your ass. You know what I'm talking about? But if you had a support system, people that love you enough to tell you the truth, love you enough to tell you to hold the line, love you enough, thank you for the Crash App, love you enough to tell you to, hold it down, love you enough to tell you to look into some Seymour, some elderberry, love you enough to tell you to put down that motherfucking carcass and whatnot. The people that truly loved you enough to tell you to go and get some sun, go and get some vitamin D, things like that. That's love. It starts there. It's an action. Remember, love is an action verb. You know what I mean? It's not just saying things, it's doing it as well. So salute to everybody that's walking in love, that speak love into people, that pour into their community, into their people, into their loved ones, into their family members, into their babies and things of that nature, into themselves. You know, continue doing what you do, but pay close attention to the writing on the wall, because the signs are there. We are winning, okay? We are winning. The tides are shifting. Kanye was burning down the quote-unquote church in his demonstration. Like I said earlier, I am an artist, so I look at the aesthetics of the art. I'm not here to judge anybody on their personal. When it's personal, then we could talk about the personal. But when somebody is out there doing artistry, then I'm going to judge you based off of the way that you delivered your art. And I don't give a fuck if he brought Marilyn Manson out. He, from the perspective that I saw it as, if I was a young if I was a young heavy metal, death metal type of person, and I was all into these characters, and I saw Marilyn Manson standing there looking wild subservient next to Kanye, I would be like, he just checkmated that nigga. I wouldn't feel, I mean, as the white kid in fucking rural America, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I feel empowered right now. I would be like, damn, the Jay-Z of heavy metal is a biatch. He's around a baby. And yay, and Kanye. Like, no, stop with the judgment when people are just out here doing fucking art, my niggas. Just see the symbol literacy, what's being shown to you. Pluto return. What is the eclipse? What's the solar eclipse about? You know what I'm talking about? What's all of the Pluto energy about? What's all the all black shit about? You know what I mean? What's going on, guys? He's at war with Apple. He's at war with the corporations that niggas wouldn't even lift a finger to. Support that man. Support that man. So with that being said, like I said, you know, we're going to be doing something on Thursday. If anybody is interested, y'all know where to reach me at in the Inboxington. You feel me? And we will tap in. I'm going to be broadcasting live underneath the sun because, you know, people need that. Niggas snowing where niggas is at. You know what I mean? We here to bring inspiration. You know what I'm talking about? And rejoice. Like I said, rejoice. Celebrate. You know what I mean? Pop a bottle or two. Celebrate. Pat yourself on the back. Hug yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I mean? We good. I promise you. We are good. Shout out to everybody that's working with us on the Metaverse. Like I said, we're building our own blockchain, our own NFT platform. The Metaverse is going to hold up the God bodies that are out there. You know what I mean? The Metaverse is here to, quote unquote, celebrate the gods and the goddesses amongst us. That's not what Meta is doing. That's not what none of those other things are doing. We are building a building. We are building a universe. We are building a world that we could, a university that we can thrive in, right? More details definitely coming. Come to the Discord because I promise you, I don't give too much intellectual property on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Why? Because they're data mining. They're taking our information and they're selling it back to us by going public with these companies called startups and whatnot. I will not give my intellectual property, my ideas, and my thoughts to Mark Zuckerberg. I am sorry. I gave y'all the quote unquote key to open up. I gave you the skeleton key to walk through the door where you could find us having high level conversations. This right here, I'm using this as a commercial. That's what Instagram is. I'm even cleansing I'm wiping my whole page. I don't even want y'all to see old pictures of me because that's not the new person who I am right now. You know what I mean? Say good, burn a candle in that nigga's memory because we have to change. We have to evolve. We have to grow. We have to step into our godhood and our goddesshood. And you cannot do that by reflecting on your former selves. You understand? We're changing like how caterpillars change into butterflies. The quote unquote the ancestors are conspiring for our success. I promise you, put a candle up there for the pantheon of gods and goddesses that are on the ancestor realm that just left here and know that you niggas are fucking lit and that you came here to wreck this shit. I talked to all of the master teachers that made transitions and they were all proud of y'all. They were all happy to be like, I could leave now because our students are going to carry this shit into the level that they need to carry it into. And there's babies watching us and there's babies learning from us and there's babies that are ready to pick up the mantle. So keep doing the motherfucking work. Keep upgrading. Keep shedding your skin and whatnot. Keep evolving. Keep standing up. It's no time to lay down. Spring is around the corner. We are all going to collectively spring forward. You know what I mean? So Ashe to everybody, love and light. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, sign up to the Discord. Hit that Cash App. Leave a tip at the table. And shout out to King Simon. Let's do a reading, my genius, because the numbers is lining up. How about that? You know what I'm talking about? How about that? Yeah, that part. You know what I'm talking about? Love and light. All right. Peace.